Wake up, boy. Don't you know what day it is? We have a ton of stuff.
Grandpa Eugene, what in the world is wrong with you? You can't sneak up on me like that. Of course I know what day it is. It's Thanksgiving. The day I get to rest and be thankful for that rest. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to finish watching my morning cartoons before I go take the first of my 3 Thanksgiving naps. Oh, that's funny.
Chester!
Ah!
Oh, good. I can finally have your attention. Now, as I was saying, we have a ton to do to get ready for this evening Thanksgiving dinner at Professor Tin Whistle's manor.
Grandpa Eugene, can you explain to me again why Professor Tin Whistle couldn't just come over to our house for Thanksgiving? This seems like an awful lot of extra work.
Well, since we have a talking robot, a Yeti from Nepal, a talking flower, and a dinosaur living with us, we simply do not have room to fit them all around a kitchen table for a proper Thanksgiving family dinner. Not only does Professor Tin Whistle have a table big enough to fit all of us, he is the only person who doesn't mind a robot, a Yeti, a talking flower, and a dinosaur.
Yeah, I guess we do kind of have a unique family. But wait a minute. If the dinner is at his house, shouldn't he be doing all the work?
Chester, don't be silly. Professor Tin Whistle can't cook and prepare all the food. We're in charge of most of the side dishes, since Professor Tin Whistle is focusing on the cooking of the main dish, a traditional Thanksgiving turkey.
Yes, we'll all miss your weird turkey concoction this year. What was it going to be? A turkey and alligator combo?
Actually, the plan was to stuff the turkey with a seasonal pile of sea cucumber fillets. I was going to call it a tucumber. Alex?
She was definitely being sarcastic, Grandpa Eugene.
Oh, you know, some people like uniqueness.
It will be unique this year. We're actually having a regular edible turkey for a change.
Ooh.
Anyway, Chester, I want you to head upstairs, put on your clothes, and head out to the greenhouse to pick the vegetables we need. I'll leave the list on the counter.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Chester, phone call for you.
Okay, coming.
Now don't forget about those vegetables after you're done. Chester, that boy has an attention span of a housefly. Oh, Chester, there you are. I'm glad you're finally off the phone. That list of vegetables I need from the greenhouse is right over there on the counter.
Okay.
Everything okay, boy? You seem a little down. Who was that on the phone?
It was Goby.
Oh, how is he doing? Is the family well?
Yeah, they're great. Just well.
I can tell something's bugging you. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what's wrong?
Goby is moving. He's leaving Georgia. His father got a job offer in Oregon, and they'll be moving there in just a few weeks. He won't even be able to make it to the Thanksgiving dinner tonight because they're currently in Oregon looking for a house.
Chester, I'm so sorry, boy. I know this is hard.
What? You mean losing my best friend? Yes, it is hard. Why are they doing this to me, Grandpa Eugene?
I know it's hard, Chester, but sometimes life throws you a curveball. And how you adjust to the pitch determines whether or not you hit the ball or strike out.
You know I don't understand sports references, Grandpa Eugene.
Right. How about this? Sometimes life gives you lemons, so you can choose to make lemonade to make the best of the situation.
I hate lemonade.
Chester, listen.
I think I'll go get the vegetables now.
Well, howdy there, Chester. Eugene told me you'd be coming to pick some vegetables for the Thanksgiving dinner. I took the liberty of taking note of the best-looking picks of the bunch. Over to the right is a great group of ripened tomatoes, and to the left there, some fantastic-looking squash. And directly behind you, Chester, are you doing okay, sugar?
No, Iris, not really. I just found out my best friend is moving all the way across the United States.
Robbie is moving? I didn't know robots could live on their own.
No, not Robbie. Goby. My best friend Goby is moving to Oregon in just a few weeks. This is the worst day in the history of forever.
Well, Chester, I know it may seem that way, but remember what today is. It's Thanksgiving. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find something to be thankful for.
Nope, can't. Impossible. How could anyone feel this way and be thankful?
Well, get comfy for a minute, Chester. I need to tell you a story. I know you know about the first Thanksgiving, right? About how the Pilgrims came over to the New World, made friends with the Pawtuxet tribe, and together they had the first Thanksgiving feast? Well, did you know it happened after a very hard and sad time for the Pilgrims? The first winter after the Pilgrims began building their village at Plymouth was especially brutal. Most of the colonists actually lived on the ship, where they suffered from several different diseases. Only half of the Mayflower's original passengers lived to see the spring. Then something amazing happened. Squanto of the Pawtuxet tribe met with them and taught them how to farm, fish, and avoid poisonous plants. Then that November in 1621, the Pilgrims organized a feast with their new Native American friends in order to thank God for His goodness. This feast, what we know as the first Thanksgiving, lasted for 3 whole days.
Wow, I never realized the Pilgrims went through so much hardship.
Exactly! Now, Chester, don't you think that the Pilgrims who suffered greatly found things to celebrate and be thankful for? You can too?
Humph. I see what you're trying to do, Iris. It's not gonna work. I still don't think there's anything to be thankful for today. I'm losing my best friend. End of story. I am not thankful for that.
Oh, hello there, Chester.
This really is the worst day ever. First, I lose one of my best friends. Then, Iris tries to lecture me about the Pilgrims because it's Thanksgiving. Can you believe it, Robbie?
As a matter of fact, I can believe that. I am, in point of fact, tied remotely into the phone lines as a monitoring system. So I know all about your phone call with Goby.
Really?
Yes, and I am very sorry to hear he is leaving. I will miss Goby. He has become a good friend of mine as well.
Yeah, everyone wants me to be happy today since it's Thanksgiving, and I just don't think I can be.
Did they ask you to be happy?
Well, not exactly. They asked me to find something to be thankful for.
Ah, I see. You know, Chester, being happy and being thankful are different. Being happy is merely a momentary feeling of pleasure and contentment. Being thankful is recognizing blessings and expressing thanks for those blessings. Being happy and being thankful don't always have to go together.
Wow, Robbie, I never thought about it that way before.
Actually, the Bible has a lot of great things to say about being thankful. Take 1 Thessalonians, for example. In chapter 5, verses 16 through 18, it says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Everything that happens in life, what the Bible calls all circumstances, has God working in it. If something happens that is very good, we are to give thanks because, of course, it is from God. However, if something bad happens, we are also to give thanks in those moments as well, because God is using that to show His glory in a way we might not be able to see just yet. But we have to recognize that God is still there with us during those hard times.
Gee, Robbie, that's very true. God has never let me down and will always be with me. And you're right, God has a plan for Goby leaving, even though I can't see that plan. But to be honest, I still feel kinda down though.
Hey, Chester, I overheard you and Robbie talking and decided to come check on you. I want you to know that it's okay to be sad that your friend is moving. You can be thankful and sad at the same time. And I'll let you in on a secret that helps me in these situations. I try to think of positive things that will happen because of these situations.
Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Like, since Gobi came to know Jesus through our Christmas program a few years ago, maybe God could be using him to spread the love of Christ in Oregon?
Yes, that will be a very positive outcome.
Ooh. And Robbie and I could invent some kind of holographic communication device so that I could talk to Gobi and it would seem like he's in the room with me, even though he'd be all the way in Oregon.
That is a great idea, and I will help you. We could get started right away.
Yeah, maybe we could even have it done in time for the Thanksgiving dinner tonight. Robbie, boot up the old computer and let's get started with the code.
You got it.
Chester, don't push yourself too hard. Also, don't forget, I need you to get those vegetables for me.
Okay, Robbie, let's try testing those first few lines of code and see if we can even get the 3D projection and audio to work together like we need.
Chester?
Right. Then we'll proceed from there to the housing mechanism.
Oh, never mind. I guess I get those vegetables myself. I wonder if Alex will help me. I'll bet if I play up the old man card, she would. Oh, Alex, your dear old grandpa needs you.
Well, I would officially like to welcome you all to my home for Thanksgiving. I am truly honored that you all treat me as a member of your family, which makes me all the happier that I am able to host this very special feast. Now, before we partake of the meal, would anyone like to say a little something of what they are thankful for?
I would, Professor Tin Whistle. I am thankful for such a loving and supportive family. I don't know what I would do without each and every one of you. I would also like to say thank you to God for always being with me, no matter the circumstances.
That's very touching, Chester. Anyone else?
I would like to say something, if that's okay, Professor Tin Whistle.
Of course, Gobi. Go right ahead.
Thank you. I would like to say just how thankful I am for your family. Your family welcomed me when I was feeling the lowest I had ever felt. Your family helped me find the love of Jesus Christ. And your family continues to make me feel loved every day. You guys really are like family to me. I mean, let's be honest. No one else would have invented a hologram communicator just so I could be here for Thanksgiving dinner. So seriously, thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
And Gobi, we want you to know we consider you a part of this family as well. And you know you're always welcome in our home anytime you're back in town.
Hear, hear. I say, what a great Thanksgiving this is.
Well, I'd like to have a turn if that's okay with everyone. I'm very thankful for all of you as well. I'm thankful for a loving grandfather who was kind enough to take Chester and myself in when we needed him. And I'm thankful for my dorky little brother who always keeps me on my toes and reminds me to be happy and to be a kid. And I'm especially thankful that we get to eat real turkey this year, instead of one of Grandpa Eugene's crazy animal mashup concoctions.
Gee, thanks, Alex. That was very sweet.
And on that note, let's partake in a Thanksgiving blessing before we dig into our meal. Dear God, Creator of all, we would like to bring our gratitude to you today for all the blessings you have bestowed upon us. Your grace and mercy are present every day.